Yeah.
I'm shy a bit. Ah, fuck! I'm the next year. I'm doing this shit.
Yo!
I don't get she's. I don't know what she's. I'm gonna go pay up with her now. Let's do this.
Okay.
How?
Go. Morning, I hope you're all good. Welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, hey sweetie, hey darling, the MVP, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, please don't leave without clicking the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you get notified each time I upload a video, so that ungaposa zizinto ezimnandi ezenzeka kule channel. As you guys can see, today I'm not alone. I'm with a good friend of mine. His name is Damo. And yeah, hi Damo.
Hey Sunny. Hey guys, as Sunny said, Ndamo and Amangwane. Yeah, finally this figure.
Yes, I've been. I've been. Good time to you. Good to come on my channel, right?
But dude, I've been telling you to just hit me up.
But what's the problem between the two of us?
Dude, I'm here now. So.
My chance, I'll put all his social media handles on the screen right now so you guys can follow him.
Put my followers. Hey!
But yeah, as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we'll be speaking about a topic that is trending last week. Was it last week?
Yeah.
Last week on Twitter. Ne? Just a disclaimer. The person will be speaking about in the tweet that we'll be referring to. I've already spoken to the person about it, and they said they don't mind me sharing everything.
They don't mind?
Yeah, no, Shilo.
Malum to the man. Let's start now.
Whoa, before we get there.
How?
So yeah, so we'll be talking about female besties, male besties. Is it possible to have a platonic relationship between individuals of the opposite gender, right? So that's what we're talking about. So let's get into it. So last week on Twitter, this guy, but Tshepo ne? He did a thread, right? Speaking about his relationship with his female bestie, right? So I'll just like read out some of the things that he said. Well, just the highlights, right? So we'll speak about how close they were. This was in 2018, right? And he said, if I'm not with the gents, I'm definitely with her. We did everything together, ne? Fine. Okay. Finally, the female bestie hooks him up with the mate, and then he doesn't engage, ne? But the part that I want to highlight is like, I want exactly what he said, but they were neighbors, ne? Fine. The point is that they did everything together. That's how close they were. They used to shower together. On top of that, there was a day where they were watching a movie, and then yes, they were watching a movie, and then that movie had like a kissing scene or something, and then Babane eye contact.
Absolutely. I was like, how
Babane eye contact, but nothing happened. And then after that, he sucked her breast.
My dog pick on me now, man. She was no fool me. We are so sure about food today.
He sucked her breast. So basically, that is what happened. Then they ended up moving in together. Like in Jay, it was just a whole thing, right? So first of all, what do you think of that, Ndam? Just the whole thing.
I think of that.
Just you know the story.
At first, when I first came across it on the timeline, I was like, okay, as in, I mean, there's some parts of it that I could say are true.
Okay.
Me saying it's true not because I relate or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, guys.
Yeah.
But it's like a sense of it's understandable. You know, among guys, ahamba figure stop nonsense. Stop nonsense. Every kind of lie has some sort of, this is enough now. So I think he just pushed the boundaries. Like, he just literally pushed the boundary. And then we saw okay, as we see, this thing is catching up, my lies are catching smoke. He's like, you know what? Let's throw it back into the life. And I was like, okay, sharp. We're gonna go through the lives and we're gonna see what to see. It's smooth to see. But at the back of it, I'm just like, you know what? Hey man, no ways.
So you really think he's lying? Like he just made up the story?
Like I said, I mean, I don't want to say out in his life because I mean, but like I'm saying, it's just an extent. Everything has an extent. Everything has a limit. And some of those stories that he told them, I'm just like, okay. And okay, maybe you can say maybe type of female friends that I have had.
Okay.
You know, that's why I'm just like, oh, okay, that's a bit weird. But honestly speaking, why is Kumshavelo? Why is Kulum English? My tongue is getting twisted like fuck, and I'm just like, you know, Kulum is Zulu, not even like, you know, anyways.
Okay, but let's say a city, whatever he said was true, ne? Let's say it's true, it did happen, they did shower together, whatever, ne? We're not saying it's false, we're not saying it's true, but let's just say it's true. What do you think about the dynamics of that relationship? Like the whole showering together, the whole
they've got it all
together.
messed up. They've got it all messed up.
As best friends.
There's no boundaries, there's nothing, there's just my appeal, you know. I think that's the best way to just put it. They're just living, and come what may, it's basically what they're living according to, you know. Whatever happens at this point in time. So I think they just don't, I won't say they don't care, because if they didn't care, I don't think he would have kept these things in his mind. Yeah, no. So I don't think I could say they don't care, you know. But I just feel like there's just no boundaries. They just yeah. Man,
it's even appropriate to say bad they're friends, like to call.
That's what I'm trying to say. I would say if it can better and better it is friendship like they say it is, then hi guys, it's fine. But it's not a friendship that I
would
engage. Yeah, it's not something that I would do as a person. It's not something that I would, you know, find myself in, you know. And also I think with the boundaries that I have with my female friends, it makes it easier, because I don't ever find myself in the kind of position. But also, I mean, if somewhere somehow the lines were to get blurred and find myself in a position where is this guy to, I think it just boils down to two things.
Okay.
Am I single or am I in a relationship? I think that's just where it boils down to, which is why I'm saying the boundaries for me were not there. You know, obviously, the guy didn't specify whether he was dating then or what was going on.
I think he was single at that time.
He was single.
Yeah, they were both single.
So when do they decide again now? Sorry, I'm turning into the question. But when do they decide now to be like, okay, sharp, we're doing this, or they don't decide? I
think it just happens, because he's saying that's how close they were. They did everything together. So from doing everything together, then clearly like
true. I get it. But now my sense is we're platonic. We were platonic for a reason. Whatever reason can be, there may be reason for people to have platonic relationships. What made them get to that point where like, it was like, you know what? Whatever we're doing, because the way he says it, what's it right?
Yeah,
that's another thing. It's just like they don't see anything wrong with it. So in my head, I'm just like, is it me and my sort of the way that I live my life and this? Because I was just like, this is it's the ghetto. It was the ghetto. It was absolutely the ghetto.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh hell no.
Yeah.
Oh hell no. And then also, let's say again, because I look at it in another dimension. Let's say that now I do get into a relationship. What then? Do I tell my partner about this? And I'm telling him as what?
Okay, do I tell the friend, but let's stop? What do you do?
Nah, obviously that has to happen. Obviously you have to stop.
Yeah.
But now I'm saying I can have those.
It's not obvious in that.
Oh wow, so when are you saying
no.
Oh,
no, for them, because they didn't see anything wrong with it.
So you basically saying, Guti, unless someone comes and be like, okay, let's stop. Ayiko into automatic that just says, I mean, we're friends, right? So we talk about
exactly. Everything they do it as friends. Do you understand?
Oh, so
we're friends. Whatever we do, it's not anything serious. So we're dating.
I get that, but man, I'm just like, as a friend, I mean, if you really are the friend that you say that you are, then won't you think it would be wise for you to be like, okay, as you know, you know, let me just relax a bit. Why must it be a thing you would make a comment or sugumayo at my son to any announce okay, show why must it be like that? That is my for us to understand what's okay, Sharp, you know what? This has to remain platonic. But then again, how does it go back to being platonic now? because Pela, I get you decided to do the things, you know. So now, how?
So that was into the whole type of situation, right? So we're just here to generally discuss about just the dynamics of friendships between a male and a female. Ne? First of all, the first question: do you think it's possible for a male and a female to have a platonic friendship, just purely friends?
Definitely.
Really?
I think for me, I've had really good. I mean, you're proof of that. I've had really good female friends, and it has never been a thing of blurred lines. You know, I remember the time when one of my friends that I met when I got your first year, sort of just had a conversation, just like, you know what, we're just gonna be platonic. Like, no matter what happens, no matter who develops what, whatever the case may be, but we're just gonna remain platonic. Because I feel like sometimes we tend to, you know, ruin things by not being platonic. Because
you know why I'm asking this question, I also believe that you can have like just a pure friendship, but a lot of guys say that when a guy comes to you, do you really think his sole purpose is to just be your friend? Because usually when a guy's a friend, it's either you friend zone him and then you friend zone him, or guy, he still wants something from you, but he's trying to get close to you by being a friend. Do you understand? So as a guy, coming from a guy, what do you think of that?
Emphasis. I'll pin the question now. I just got caught up in the emphasis. It was like, as a guy, it was like, I mean,
a guy is never just there to become a friend. Like his purpose, is not to be your friend.
Oh, let's do what we said as guys.
Yes.
Oh.
Basically. But either I friend zone you, or guy, you still want something, but you're trying to get close to me by saying being a friend.
I think to an extent, most guys, I would say, find themselves. I say settle because I mean it's not what you came there, you know, looking for. But guys, as time goes, you can see with okay sharp, you know what, this person actually I don't have to be, you know. So yeah, I think as guys we sort of we go there with one thing in mind. Sure, we wanna house the girl out, you know, you wanna see, you would see how is it gonna turn out, or should I say how, not necessarily turn out, but where is the other person, like mindset wise, relationship wise, dating wise, like where are they, like in mindset, and then after that, as a guy, I think that's when you make a decision.
Okay.
Which is why I always say that guys who make their intentions clear from the beginning have it hardest, because now the girl knows very well when I'm share to be your girlfriend or to be your boyfriend. Okay, so I'm speaking of the guys to be your girlfriend, but now all of a sudden, since that didn't work out, now you're still here. But now more as a friend, let's just go to show what's very you settling. So I think, I'm not saying don't be intentional from the beginning, but if you know what you're still gonna settle for friendship, then don't give the girl different kinds of impressions. Because now I'm confused. Because Because I also think when they hope you would see they're gonna change their minds.
Yes, that's my thing with guys. Okay, let's say and then I tell you that no, I friend zone you and whatever. Like, why are you still staying there? Like, why do you still
when you tell guys you friend zone them?
Yeah, like maybe I friend zone you, and
tell them?
No, obviously we have.
It's a personal thing.
No, we have tactics.
But in your mind, you know what I friend zone that person.
Yes. Why does the guy still stay there? Because you know that's not what you wanted from the beginning.
I mean, like I said, for me, I always say this, when you first see someone, something attracts you to them that is physical. Whether it's a picture, whether it's because there's no way you can hear a picture, so you can't say it's a voice or it's how they ask things, or it's how they project themselves. Because you can't see a picture, for example, but something catches you in that picture. You know, regardless of what people may say, something will catch you. And then obviously, once you start talking, you start realizing, okay, sharp, you know what, this person is actually a very nice person. It wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be such a bad thing for me to have them in my life, even if it's not the way that I intended to have them. Because now, I mean, same time that the personality as well. I mean, at first it was face, maybe, or whatever the case may be at that particular point. But now that I've started speaking to you, I realized, man, actually, we could be really good friends. Yeah, we could be really good friends. And I think that's what also, is shy kakhulu ezama-cheat. We don't want to admit that.
Okay.
And that's how we find ourselves in this kind of situation that, like, our guy Tshepo also find himself in, you know, because I think we have this thing with as in, so but it's gonna be okay, you know. We're just gonna do it.
But it'll never be okay because initially.
No, if about you about, I mean, I don't see the problem. If both parties are not in a relationship, or there's no one that is getting hurt in that whole, you know, transaction, if I can put it like that, or whatever the case may be, circumstances that they find themselves in. If it does not hurt anyone, then I don't see anything wrong with it. What's this thing? Idlulela to the next level of just being platonic or whatever the case may be. So honestly, I don't see anything wrong, but there has to be boundaries now when there's relationships involved, there's partners, other people involved in the whole thing. And also, I don't think we would see it's wise. You see, this is where I'm gonna be very, I won't say controversial, but this is where I think my opinion is gonna outvalue this whole, like the rest of this thing. Because I think, personally, there's no way, there's no way, Sandy, that I'm gonna enter a relationship with someone that has a friend that they do these type of things with. And that person is still friends with. You know? I don't know what must happen. Honestly speaking, I have no idea what must happen. But let's look at it. Let's just be honest, guys. Like, let's be frank with each other. Let's be honest. There's no way. There's no way. Even if the roles are reversed and you're the girl to the guy's side or the guy to the girl's side, still it doesn't make sense. Like, what's in game as a person? What are you trying to say to me? Are you trying to tell me this time around you're going to be able to keep the boundaries that you guys didn't have to begin with, that you've never had to begin with?
I get you. It's the same with me, man. Like, I just feel like even if there are, like, even if we're both not in a relationship, right, I still feel like there should be those boundaries because I need to be established about this is a friendship, right? So now let's not.
I think that's where the problem starts also. Do we establish? We don't. So we just go with the flow. That's how people now just end up finding themselves in relationships. I mean, am I wrong? How many people can honestly say, I've been asked out, girlfriend proposal, boyfriend, whatever the case may be? Because which is why you find friendships that are very, hey, you understand. You know you people are friends, right? Because they don't know what's going on between themselves. Because now they end up confusing everyone else. And it says, get down, and I got so no man, I can do whatever, I can dance with her, I can talk to her, I can do whatever. Because why? There was never communication. There was never any kind of communication. So you can't tell me that all of a sudden come on, guys. Come on.
Do you have a female best friend, or have you ever had a female best friend, and have you ever been a male best friend to someone?
Oh, guys.
And then you're gonna have best friend. There's a difference between friend and best friend.
Yeah, I've been a male best friend to someone. Definitely, I've been a male best friend to someone. Not necessarily in this manner that Tshepo is or whatever. Like I said, there are always boundaries and everything like that. But yeah, I've had male best friends, and
how
also
were the dynamics of that friendship?
So
what does I just want to know, like, but what does it entail being a best friend? What does that entail?
Okay, I made an example a few weeks. No, but I was speaking when I was talking to some of the guys. And I was like, for me, a female best friend, I made an example. You know me, I'm a storyteller. Yeah, in my other life, I'm a storyteller. But you know, you find yourself walking. Let's just paint a picture. You find yourself walking on the road. You know, paving way. Yeah, that's money. That's strip. Pavement. Yeah, that's strip of concrete that you walk on next to the road. So you're walking there, right? And whatever you go through on that road, that's what your life is, right? So you find a robot, you have to stop, wait for it to turn green, and then you carry on. Even if it's green and you find a car that just decides to pass, you have to be aware of all those things. You have to check, you can't just walk through, even if the road says it's open for you to walk. And then as you are walking, hey, this is a storyteller. As you are walking, you find as you're walking, you come across someone.
Okay.
You know, and you start walking together. Ne? Start walking together, and the way I look at it is that whatever that now I go through, that person's gonna go through as well. If we go in the same direction, you know. So whatever challenges I face on that road, because they're there, I won't say they're obligated, but they find themselves going through things with you.
They face them with you.
Exactly. Like it's not Uguti. They just find themselves in that space where they now just have to be there for you as a person, you know, sharp. That's what I would say a friend or a female friend could be in this case. And then you find a female best friend, which is like, for me, even greater, because now it's not just only walking with each other, but now we're living. Ne? Remember, where did you find this person? On the road.
Okay.
And then, yeah, why am I saying and then? That's what I believe, actually.
It's a story.
Yeah, I could go on with the story, but I just wanna make you understand. For me, it's just like someone that just chooses. I won't say I'm gonna contradict myself so much, but it's just someone that it's like, I heard this quote that says friendship is very weird because you just find someone and you decide to do things with them. So when someone is walking with you, it's like we both going somewhere. We just happen to be on the same route.
Okay.
I won't take it short. And then obviously some people are in their head like, but that's a girlfriend. Ah man, that's like a partner.
I was about to ask. That's my next question. That was my next question.
Oh, they didn't really take over. I'm gonna use booze and I'm gonna use spending.
I swear.
I'm joking, friend.
That's what I was gonna ask. But okay, you're saying that they walk the journey with you, right? So they go through everything with you. So it's not difference between having a female best friend and having a girlfriend or a partner. How do you
differentiate? Discuss partnership. Your girlfriend and boyfriend situations. I discuss. Like that's where I feel like we talk about it and we are able to, come up with a way forward, which is usually let's date or whatever the case may be. So am I saying girlfriend should be best friends? First, no. Now let's be honest. Like literally, it's so. Yes. The thin line. There's a thin line.
Between the two.
It's like it's so thin. Yeah. So I know your classes probably can't see it then. Do you need your glasses? That's how it's so thin. I'm saying it's a thin line because that's where I think most of relationships have problems. Because now we don't have those boundaries with our friends. There's no classification.
It's low.
But there's no classification. That's not okay, this is a friend, this is a partner and whatnot. This is things that you're supposed to do. I don't even think we should be having to find ourselves being confused by this thing. It's okay, there's some things that you can't do with your friend that you can do with your partner, and vice versa as well. Okay, which is very okay. It would be weird to have things that you do with your female bestie that you shouldn't do with your girlfriend.
And not do with your partner.
It would be weird. Like in that sense, it would be weird. But I'm just trying to put that sort of you get me. But the thin line, man, between a girlfriend partner and a female bestie, there's just if you struggle, you always struggle. If you struggle with the boundaries, or should I say you struggle with how you handle those two relationships, then one of them must die. It's not gonna work out if you can't distinguish what's, there's nothing wrong with female besties and male besties, but there should just be boundary. There should be sort of mutual respect, communication also, because I feel like as a friend, if my female bestie were to come and tell me I'm in a relationship and my partner is a bit
it's not really liking this idea,
I even take a decision for myself and be like, nah, it's fine, dude, it's fine.
So okay, ubu best friend ubuya yehla kancane when you're
I'm cool. You know this. When that was, I'm joking. Not me putting on the spot like that. But anyways, I think I tend to make the decision for my female friends. I tend to make decisions for them because I know how it feels as a guy to have your girlfriend, hey, do every day, hey, it's one man, hey, it's one man did this, one man did this, and I'm just like, and then you start to get having those ideas and start thinking, and you start putting things that are not even related, but you start putting them, they start making sense in a way. They start holding water. But yeah, they start holding water. So I think it just starts from there. It's okay, Sharp, communicate with your partner, communicate with your friend as well. I'm sure it's okay, Joe, you know what? I know we used to do things like this and this and this, but now, and that's when you realize are they a friend or are they just a coincidental friend? Yes, are they just a friend because there's nothing else they can do at this particular point in time? So I think, now this is getting too serious now. But anyways, but yeah, it's just those topics that I think, even with relationships, I think as people that date, we don't talk about that at the right time. We tend to talk about it when and by then it's, I won't say it's child, I won't say it's late, but it's very, it doesn't serve much purpose. Yes, doesn't serve much purpose. Mustn't get needed because now all the damage has been done. So now you're working from a negative instead of working from a zero and working your way up. Yeah, I can never shift up. Hey, working from a negative instead of zero. Okay. Yeah, literally you end up working from a negative because I feel like we should all start from which is where negative 50 comes in. Sharp. You talk to me about your past, your friends, and everything, your family life, and everything, and I tell you the same thing. We come together, we come up with a strategy going forward that's gonna work for the both of us. Relationships are very complicated but simple at the same time. Friendships, yes, because I think they make up a lot of who and what we are. So like I said, growing up I never had male friends, so I was always with females and everything. So growing up I was already able to have those boundaries with my female friends and someone that I was dating. Hey, my mom's gonna see this. Man, I really asked me being joke. But I honestly, on a serious note, I think from a young age I was able to be able to have boundaries and be able to have, this is a friend and nothing else, nothing more. The two. Yes, so I think that's what helped me growing up.
Okay.
That's what helped me. And it's helped me now even, I'm able to I'm able to put myself in some other guy's shoe and be like, you know what? I know how that feels, so let me just, even if there's nothing going on, but it's just for a sense of relief and sense of peace. For that person who is your friend, right? As you say, and you want the best for your friend. So why wouldn't you take a step back? What you would say, we don't have to fight. We don't have to. It's just me and Jules. Just step back.
Okay. Yes. So what we've established from this discussion is
establish.
It is possible to have a platonic relationship. Friendship.
Definitely.
Right?
Yes.
And we need to set boundaries.
Definitely.
With our friendships.
Definitely.
Otherwise, it's told us it's funny about Tshepo.
We
are shy.
Because
even on the live video, but okay, how did the whole thing where you sucked the breast, like how did it happen? My mouth slipped.
Did I not sit there for 5 minutes trying to imagine how? How does my okay, I know how. It just slipped in the dark even. How does you?
Yeah. But again,
what happens then? So we can't. We didn't end up saying I don't know, but as far as we can just. But I got an eye, man. Like I said, you guys don't lie to us or don't tell us stories, but hey.
Even I'm like relax.
Have some sort of. You want to wound, man. You want to, man. You want to.
Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I feel like we've covered everything that we needed to cover. Thank you so much to Davo for joining me today.
Hey guys!
Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure. It was nice being here.
Yeah, I wish I was still getting into it. So it's a marinate as you go along. Anyways, it was very great. I enjoyed being here, man. It's long overdue, like I said in the beginning. It's something that should have happened a long time ago, and yeah, but also I think like everything happens for a reason, so definitely. Ngiyabuya. Comment on the subscription. 200 subscription. Subscription. Oh, comment section below if you want me back. Sure, I don't know.
Yeah.
Mara very young. I'm telling you, very young phone.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to follow them on all social media platforms, which is just Twitter and Instagram, to be honest. Like,
yeah, Facebook.
Yeah. Also, don't forget to follow.
No, what's up? Oh, I can't give them. I can't give them. Oh, so who funny WhatsApp? Look at you, WhatsApp influencer. You show more.
Stop.
I'm Marianne. Okay, sure.
Bye, guys.